everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group, family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, which is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right. And today's episode is, I love this, what if you got hit by a bus?
Yeah, Flippy.
What is it? Why is it always a bus? We were watching something last night and they said the same thing, like, hey, you might get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Yeah.
What about trains and cars and trucks? Trucks are big too.
Yes, that's true.
So what is the root of this? What is the, why do people, what is the purpose of this statement?
Okay, well, first of all, not everybody asks it. And you should be asking it,
that's
right?
True. That's true.
So let's hit that first. But the reason to ask it is you're asking about what happens if you die, what happens if you're disabled, who's going to take over, what happens to my money if I'm the investor asking that question. Yeah,
my stuff.
Yeah, exactly right. So that's why you're asking that question.
Right. And so the most important thing is you want to know whoever you're working with has taken the time to think through these questions.
Yes.
Because just in case anything does happen to them or to you, you want to make sure that everything is still seamless.
Yeah. And so often we talk about the fact that we're not promised tomorrow.
That's right.
Right? I am grateful every single day. I think Betty says this. Every time I wake up, I pray to God and I say, thank you, Lord, for giving me a brand new day. And that rings in my head sometimes when I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, I got a brand new day.
That's right.
And it makes you very appreciative, right? So we thought about this, and actually we thought about this because somebody asked us. It was one of our private lenders at the very beginning. She was investing over $1 million with us, and she said, what happens if you get hit by a bus?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what prompted us to start putting things in place. So I'm really grateful for her. So we have put in business life insurance to pay off private lenders, to pay off debts, things like that. We've also built a team that can run the business without us. It's already happening. That's wwhy we have like a CEO now, and like we're.
I think that one's what happens if you go to Cancun tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's what that one is.
But so many things. We're focusing on the sixth company because the rest of the companies are running without us, and they don't need us anymore. Right. I mean, literally, if we were just gone, that they would be 100% fine. And FCI Freedom Capital Investments is turning into the same thing because our CEO is pretty much shadowing us at this point. She's listening to these podcasts every day, and she's learning everything that we're doing. I copy her on almost all of our emails so that if anything happens, she goes, I know where we're at. Danny's been talking, doing all of this. And so having that team that surrounds you, plus I swear investor relations, CJ, who's been on our team, he's been working so close with me for so long that he literally could just be like, oh, you just do this, 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 and this, and this. And certainly, you know most of it as well. The last thing that we did is we put a succession plan in place, and that included disability, because when we were working on it at first, it was just a succession plan if we died. And somebody had said, what if you got disabled? It was another phone call. And I'm so thankful for those questions that we get.
Right.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have thought of it. And I was like, good darn question. Let's add that to our succession plan. So we feel like we've mitigated most everything. And whoever you're working with, you want them to do the same. So do that. Ask those questions of everybody that you work with, because they will thank you later.
Exactly. So that last one was, what if you get hit by a bike? The disability one. Yeah. Anyway, we like to keep these short and sweet. So we hope that you enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you head over to our website, freedomcapitalinvestments.com, and join our investor club. Now, this is a different group. It's a club. That's why it's not a group. It's a club. But it's a different area than the groups on social media. And there's more information and different information inside of the club than is on the social media. But make sure you are joining us on the social media. Give the questions and things there, interact with the team. But leave us comments, recommendations, requests, whatever it may be. 5-star reviews are also wonderful. We love those as well. And make sure you're subscribing on YouTube as well. But we always like to end all of these episodes with
invest smart,
live happy.
Bye everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss, y'all.